G'day guys, welcome to a really quick power scrap. This one turned out so cute and I absolutely love it. So I bought a few different bits and pieces and I've bought some different scrapbook paper and it arrived this morning and I really thought I would like this paper, but I love this paper. And I'm not normally a Doodlebug Designs person, but my happy place, Doodlebug Design, that's what this piece of paper is. I just bought these two because I don't usually go down, you know, the little stickers and all that sort of thing. That's not really where I'm at anymore with scrapbooking. So this particular page, I thought I would like the colours and I love the colours. And I had these crazy photos of my daughter. This was years ago. She was, I think she was 3 in these photos and she's now 11 and a half. So yeah, so I decided to go along the route of my hands were getting really sore. My hands have been playing up big time, so apologies if things look a little wonky or a little bit not so fluid. It's because my hands are killing me. So that's just my arthritis, unfortunately. And okay, so what I decided to do, and I wanted to tear paper and I wanted to create a background with tearing. That's what I wanted to do. And this paper allowed me to do it. So I wanted to go ahead and I made the decision quickly. Why? Because it's a power scrap. That's what we do. So if you're new to my channel, hi! Consider subscribing before you leave. I do post at least 6 videos a week. So one every day except Sunday, and every so often I will chuck one in on Sunday as well. So what I'm doing is really obvious. I'm layering up the entire piece of paper and I'm just flipping over some of the florals. Like I'm just sort of flipping it over so it breaks up the blank strips. And I'm not putting them together straight. So they're supposed to look sort of topsy-turvy. And that ended up working until I got to this bottom piece. And I realised, hang on, I'm missing a big chunk on the end. Because I thought I was going to fussy cut some of these flowers. And guess what? I'm not going to fussy cut them. So this is me thinking, how am I going to do this? And I thought, well, you know what? You're not going to see the bottom of that bit anyway. So just tear that off and then voila. Crisis solved. So then I just go along and glue down the extra little flappy bits that are cruising. When I tore it, I did get a white edge, but I didn't want the white edge to show because I actually come in with a stencil. So I am using just water. Why am I saying water? It's nothing to do with water. Jeez Louise, talk about a long day. I'm using art glitter glue to glue it all down, right? And I'm loving the look of that. That just was perfect for Jennifer. This is her thing. This kid, sometimes she cracks me up. And I'm so glad that I've grabbed my camera and I've snapped these because now I look back and I think, that kid would stick anything on her face. Truly she would. Okay, so I sprayed the back of my stencil with adhesive spray. And all that does is allow it to have a light hold on your project. I could not highly recommend, if you like using stencils, I could not recommend this more. I bought my giant tin from Spotlight and I think it was like $13.50 or something like that. And it's been one of the best purchases I've made in quite some time. So now it just makes stenciling. I'm one of these people, when I stencil, I like to get it over the whole thing. I don't like to overlap all the time and all that sort of thing. So this is where I don't like it when it's not dry and you put it down again and you end up with bits of flowers. I, you would think that I'm not medicated for my OCD, but really I am. Okay, so now all I'm doing is all this is just it's a cheap stencil that I purchased from. I bought a bundle of them, and I think it was either on Etsy or Wish, or it was something like that, and it was a bundle of them for like $30. And so any floral stencil, you'll get this effect. Now I'm using modeling paste because one, it's white, and you can use texture paste or modeling paste. It does the same thing. It gives you dimension, it sets hard, it's white. I used to have a clear one and I haven't seen it around for so long. And yeah, it was really good because when I used that clear texture paste, it took on colours a lot more, what would you call it? The colour that you are trying to make the paste was more of a true tone. So, yeah. All right, so what I'm doing now is a little bit of Frankensteining because I feel like I need to photo mat my photos. I've joined them together how I want them. So I'm just using strips. That's all I'm doing. Just 1 inch strips, attaching them behind the photos, trimming them down, and just Frankensteining to make it look like it's all photo matted perfectly. And it's not a exact science, but it works and it looks really cute and pretty, and I love it. And that's all that matters. When it comes to our scrapbooking, your scrapbook is yours. It's your idea of what you're doing. And truly, it doesn't matter if your style is completely different to mine. There might be something that you see, and it might just be something like this, where the stenciling, I've mentioned the spray, and you may not have ever heard of it before. That's something you can take away from my videos. The way I'm doing the border on these, that might be something that you may not have thought of doing before. And to be honest, that's what I get out of a lot of the YouTube videos. It's not that any one of us is perfect. It's the fact that we're showing you different ways to get a different effect. And that's what it's all about. And having fun. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy what you're doing. If you're not enjoying scrapbooking, then it's my job. I feel like it's my job, and I want to do nothing more than to encourage you to continue trying and give it a go. There's nothing wrong with giving it a crack. If it doesn't work, start again. That's fine. And my other motto is just add a little bit more. Okay? The reason I say that is because I've had quite a few layouts where I've gone, I don't think it's really looking very good at all. I'm just going to stop and stick this in my album and don't worry about it. What I'm learning is, especially with mixed media, if you add just a little bit more, when I say a little bit more, it might be liquid pearls, it might be Nuvo drops, it might be enamel dots, it might be a glitter shimmer pen, it might be some texture paste through a stencil before you put your photos down. That might be the one little element that takes your page from okay to wow, that looks really effective. I'm getting back, to be honest, I'm getting back to some of the basics that I used to do quite often, and now so my pen work is something that I used to do a lot of, and for some reason I've stopped doing that. And now I'm doing it a little bit more. I'm bamboozled as to why I stopped doing it. That's something that I think people of any age, anywhere in the world can do, and it brings your scrapbooking alive, gives it a bit more zip, you know. On this particular page, I tried to just sort of stick to some very basic skills to get this result. So it's really just a bit of modeling paste through a stencil, and that sort of brings it alive and it breaks up that background. I know that one in the middle is a square at the moment, but when I bring the photos back over it, it covers some of it up. Now, the reason I did the entire stencil is because I wasn't exactly sure where it was going to sit. So these are Distress oxides that I'm using. I did squeeze lemon to start with, but I ended up coming back in with some wild honey, and just to darken it up, because the yellow in the center, not that I was trying to match it perfectly, but I thought I needed to go a little bit darker than the squeezed lemonade. The squeezed lemon, sorry. So, and I thought that really come alive. So see how when I put that on there, the photos on there, see how a lot of it is covered up? Fair call, but I didn't know that what bit was going to be covered up. So it's easier to just put it down, and it might be enough, it might not be enough. So again, I encourage you, just play with your products. The modeling paste that I use, which is the same as texture paste, does the same job. I get mine from the $2 shop. If you're an Aussie, either Reject Shop or where did I get it? King Kong's. If you're in my local area, that's just one of the $2 shops. And doesn't that look super cute? Look at those stickers on her face. This child, when she was little, she used to put stickers. Okay, I'm not really laughing. Deep down I am. There was one particular time she actually I bought her a new set of swimmers, right? We call them swimmers, togs, whatever you like. And so she was in her swimmers, and she wanted to go on, she wasn't in them, she wanted to go and put them on. And she was literally this age. And she comes out to me. She went down the bedroom, because my Jen, she's like the most private little girl, which is not a bad thing. And she went down the bedroom, and she came back out, and she had the sticker, you know, the hygiene sticker. These came straight out of a box. I knew it was clean. It was fine. But she came out, and she had a bikini on, but she had the hygiene sticker stuck across her mouth. Oh my Lord, if I did not cry laughing at that. Yes, I did take a photo of it, but drop a comment below if you think it would be inappropriate to scrapbook that on YouTube. I'm scrapbooking it anyway, but whether I video the situation or not, it's pretty funny. I still get a good chuckle out of it, let me tell you. Okay, so I've stuck down my photos. I raised them up on a little bit of foam, just a bit of craft foam. And now I'm just coming through with liquid pearls in Marigold. Just to add, I didn't want to do any splatters. I'm not a queen of splatters. So, but I needed a little bit of shine on there, but I didn't want to go glitter. So I thought I'll use my liquid pearls in the center of my flowers, and it will highlight the flowers just that little bit more and give it some pop. Did consider running a pen line around the outside. Luckily, I stopped myself. Now, what I just did then was I used my mica mist that I make, and just in the gold, just to add a little bit of shimmer. And that's it. This is me. Yeah, do I? No, stop. That's it. Done. So here's the close-ups, guys. I hope you really enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you liked or what you didn't like. And I will be chatting with you again soon. If you haven't already subscribed, I would love to have you as a subscriber. And very soon I will be doing a giveaway when I reach 800 subscribers. So I will also have that information over on my Facebook group, which the link is below. So if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. Hit that thumbs up for me, and it all helps out my little channel being noticed by other people. Thanks so much. Chat soon. Bye.